live. Do we want to acknowledge the live piece of it?
I don't know. You might be live right now.
So that, like, we can... Or are we going to edit that out of the audio-only portion?
I think it depends on how we intend to interact
I'm kind
with
of
it.
asking the producer, since he's the one doing the editing.
Fuck you.
We're live.
Fuck you, sir.
Are we live?
Uh-oh. There's a mutiny.
I don't know. It might be working, might not.
Testes.
Well, yeah, pull it up on your phone.
I'm
dingus.
pulling it up on my phone.
Pull it up on your phone, you fucking dingus. God.
Wow. Who you
Good
calling the
Lord.
fucking dingus? You dingus.
Oh, just in case we are live. Love you too, Mom.
Hey, we are live.
All right, hey. Love you too, Mom.
Hey, we are live. Let's see.
All right, hey. Love you too, Mom.
Oh, that does look really good, though.
Yeah, look at us.
Ha.
He's like an old man seeing
And the
technology
sync
for the
actually-
first
sync
time. He's
actually
holding
looks
it up
pretty
like,
good,
look at
Chris.
that.
So when we talk and it comes through on there, it's pretty good. There's going to be a delay because it has to upload and do the process.
Yes, no, I mean, it actually looks like the delay isn't bad at all.
Because
a couple
I
seconds.
just wanted to make sure it was still okay from a few weeks ago, prior to, the death that came over all of us.
We got
What?
The norovirus.
The death.
When Chris was puking up a whole human every couple minutes.
Yeah, but that's like 2 weeks ago, right? That's not still hanging around the house.
Oh,
is
no, but it took a long time to come back from that. I lost a week and a half.
Why do you think I avoided your...
So now here's the question:
Still
do
like
we
me.
force Chris to watch and see if anyone talks in chat?
No, I mean,
Wendy's
we can
talking.
even-
She said yuck.
Is she even...
Hi,
yuck.
Wendy.
Why did she say yuck?
Wendy,
Because
Tony
we're
hung
talking
up.
about feces and other issues.
Tony hung
mean-
up before I could finish saying it, Wendy. But I also said bye. I love you.
We aren't talking about feces.
Were.
You are talking about feces.
Hey.
Wendy, how's the audio quality? Is my mouth synchronized with the audio?
She couldn't see in that moment. Now she can.
What were you doing? Fading in and out?
Yeah, I just switched over to myself. Why not?
Oh, shit.
Let people see. He's the handsome one.
Look at
I
the
mean,
production value.
was.
Did you powder your head?
I need to.
He's the face of Popcorn Tribunal. Look at the two of us.
I am a handsome motherfucker.
Listen,
I don't know what you're
think
talking
we're both
about.
beautiful. I will say for myself, I look like a beached whale.
Well, from the neck down, if I go like this, I look really Alright. Okay, are we
Wow.
done with this test stream now?
We're just going.
Oh, are we just going?
We're just
Yeah,
rolling.
you ready for some music?
I'm ready for some music. Are you ready for some
I'm
music?
ready for.
Welcome to Popcorn Tribunal.
Yeah.
No,
Welcome.
they were supposed to... Should I do that again?
There
Shit.
is music.
Time
All
to-
right.
Yeah.
Wait, it's playing. There it is. He said there would be a delay. I guess that's what he
professional
meant.
Production.
Literally.
No, but what is this, Chris? This digital frame? This is very cool. Where'd that come from?
Oh, that. That is a company called Divoom, something like that.
I mean, that was a hell of a plug.
The musical stylings of producer Chris.
I can't hear you, Mr. Silent One. You're a foot and a half away from your microphone. I can't hear you.
That's okay.
I can hear me.
Oh, okay. Maybe I should turn me up.
Yeah.
Nah, you'll be good.
Yeah, maybe you should.
Once the music
So-
fades, it's all automated. I don't have music set up though for the end, so that'll be interesting to see how we close things out.
So when you fade to black or to you, does it maintain the logo in the bottom?
Yeah,
That's pretty cool.
I should have angled it down a little bit.
Did you create like a credit roll too?
I was going to.
Tony's finding out about live streaming for the first time.
Hey, Tyler. Tyler's on here.
Tyler, who's Tyler?
Oh, Tyler, Jason, and Jude
that
say
the-
hello.
Is that the guy whose Robin costume I've been wearing?
Oh my god.
Oh, Tyler, JC, and Jude are on?
Uh-huh.
Nice. What's up, kids?
Yo.
Can't wait to meet him. Oh, I guess.
needs more Chris.
I don't know.
Are you?
Speaking of Jude, do you know who Jude is? Tyler had a baby. Well, Tyler's wife, JC, had a baby.
Tyler had a baby.
I have
Yeah.
two babies out there.
What?
What? Oh, huh?
Just because we're fat and round doesn't mean we're babies.
It's the changing part.
Oh,
I'm
gotcha.
tired of it.
Gotcha.
Jeez.
Well, it's gonna need to happen again.
That's why there's a bathroom off
He
camera.
just pooped it. So
do
I'm excited
boom-booms.
to meet Jude and see you and JC. So
Get a 300-pound
Yeah.
rated changing table for the bathroom.
300. How big do you think I am?
Jesus. I think he's accounting for
Covers all of us.
like different things. It's gonna have you take your microphone stand that weighs 8 pounds in with you.
I mean, I was over 3 at one point, so that's why.
Yeah, but you're also like 6'1", right?
Yeah.
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 At
Yeah.
5'10".
At
if I was-
5'7", if I was
5'7".
300, I would look like a bowling ball. Do you remember the girl that blew up like a blueberry? Violet. Violet, you're turning violet.
Do I remember a character?
I'm a
from
little
very
violet
famous
right
movie?
now.
Yeah.
My light over here is got me a purpley.
Perfect. Okay, well, welcome to Popcorn Tribunal. I'm Tony.
Hello.
That is, what are we calling you?
What do you want to call me?
Well, all of my life that I've known you,
Okay.
I've always called you Blaha.
Uh-huh. Which is my name
But your wife calls you Michael or Mike
sometimes.
or
It'd
Daddy.
be kind of awkward if we called each other Blaha.
Or funny.
Or yeah.
I mean,
that
because
wouldn't
if
be
you're
funny, though.
calling someone Blaha, it's going to be known that it's probably her.
you can call me Blaha. It's okay.
Chris?
Mm-hmm.
General consensus, Blaha is good?
What do you mean?
Okay, yeah.
Yeah,
good.
in
Thanks for
general,
that
he's a pretty
input.
good guy.
Appreciate
That's
it.
why he's here.
Yeah,
Thank you.
That's why we brought him
Appreciate
on
it.
board.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, okay.
Tony
I'm
guy.
Tony. That's Blaha.
Yes.
That, who is about to switch the camera to show his face,
Already did. I
is
was-
Chris.
I beat you to it.
I'm a
Back
pretty,
to being hidden.
I'm
Oh.
a pretty good director. Look at that.
Oh, no.
All right. So on tonight's episode, we're going to do a couple different things. First of all, we're going to review some movie news and some video game news.
Yes.
And then we are going to go through our Oscars picks,
Yes.
which I'm embarrassed to say I did terribly.
Do you know how many you got right already?
I don't. I
do.
was looking and I picked the Fablemans twice. That's 2 that I know I missed.
I do feel I very foolishly picked Spielberg to win director because I
Yeah, well, I think
that
we
would
did too
happen.
because it's the Academy. I mean,
Yeah.
they're gonna.
Now
yeah.
I will also say, as I texted you immediately after the Oscars ended, I'm really happy the Fablemans got shut out. 'cause
Yeah,
I think
same.
everything else up there was
Same.
better.
Screwed up my ballot, but same. Yeah. Pixar didn't win anything. Were they nominated? I don't know. We'll talk about that when we cross that road.
Turning Red might have been a Disney Pixar.
I think they were nominated. I don't know.
They
I
were
think that was
nominated.
just Disney Animation, but don't quote me on that.
Man.
Tyler would know.
Tyler,
If he wanted to text me right now and let me know, that would be really great.
He's in the chat.
All right, so let's get on to the movie news.
yeah. Do we have transition music?
Maybe.
It's just Chris
it was
going.
Chris beatboxing. Yes. All right, so James Gunn, who has taken over the DCEU,
Yes.
has officially announced the director for the Superman reboot, Superman Legacy.
Oh.
Oh yeah, Chris, do you know who it is?
I do not. Quick test of something. Hey, and it works. There we go.
Blaha, do you know who
I
it is?
don't.
It is James Gunn.
All right.
I guess there's one way to. There's one. Thank you. One way to save money is hire yourself to direct a movie.
Yeah.
So he says, yes, I'm directing Superman Legacy to be released on July 11th, 2025. He said his brother, who told him when he saw the release date, he started to cry. He asked him why. He said because it's Dad's birthday.
Oh.
Yeah. So
That's cute.
apparently he had been hired to make a Superman movie before, but that job fell through.
Was it the one with Nick Cage?
No, that was
Cage?
Tim Burton.
Was
bro.
Oh yeah, you're right. That was
Yeah.
Tim Burton.
I know that because Tyler told me about it.
Not because you just natively knew it.
To be fair, I don't hate that idea. I like James Gunn as a director. I mean, Guardians is some of the better Marvel movies that we've
Sure.
got out there.
Some of the better, more consistent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
His Suicide Squad was much better
Fantastic.
than the first one. So I don't know. We'll see. We can already name half of the cast, I'm sure, because he hires that same group of 6 people. So maybe Michael Rooker, is that his
Just
name?
wait, if you haven't seen enough of Chris Pratt yet,
Right?
wait till he's fucking Superman
Or
now.
his brother, James Gunn's brother, will be.
Wait
in
till
it,
he
so.
makes him Superman, and then he gets really overtly Christian.
Oh my God!
Oh no.
Yeesh.
Love it. Fantastic.
So July 2025, James Gunn directed Superman Legacy.
Sure.
That's the reboot of Superman in the DCEU. So I don't know. I don't hate it. We'll see.
I do want to say before you get to your next movie news, there's one I've been dying to talk about, and if it's not on your list, I'm going to be really sad, and I'm going to bring it up. But
Okay. Do you want to
continue.
just bring it up right now?
No, you go through. I want to see if anyone else. Gives
I only
as
have
much of a
3
shit.
stories because we have some video game news
That's
as
fair.
well.
That's fair,
So,
yeah.
all right. So, did you know that Ridley Scott is making a sequel to Gladiator?
No.
Yes.
How?
2000, so 22 years ago, the original Gladiator came out with Russell Crowe starring as Maximus. 23
years ago. It's 2023.
Yeah, 23 years ago. So the sequel will star Oscar nominee Paul Mescal,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
right? Who is said to be playing Lucius, the son of Connie Nielsen and the nephew of River Phoenix's Commodus.
Okay.
River Phoenix.
River Phoenix.
Joaquin Phoenix. I do that.
My brother in Christ.
How many times on this fucking podcast have I done that? So
River
many
Phoenix
times.
Was
Anyways,
long gone.
so Lucius, wasn't Lucius in Gladiator?
It's
Connie
been
Nielsen
such
had a
long
son.
time since I've seen that movie.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so Paul
I
Mescal
believe
is
you're
playing
right.
him.
Yeah.
But they also announced that Barry, is it Keoghan? I think is how they say
Barry
his
Keoghan.
name. No, I think he said it's announced Keoghan. Anyways, you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah, I know who you're talking about.
Of Eternals fame, is also starring in it. So he will play a character named Emperor Gita. Gita was an actual Roman emperor, so it's not based on true events. But yeah, so interesting. I mean, Gladiator was a great movie.
Yeah.
I think it's probably one of those movies that I would consider near perfect, if not a perfect movie.
Sure, yeah.
Beautifully filmed, well acted. So yeah, I don't know. I'm excited about that a little bit. I didn't know that they were making a sequel. I like Ridley Scott's directing style, so.
You know what? I will interject with the thing I was going to say because
Okay.
it's in the vein of unexpected movie sequels.
Okay.
Do you know what's getting a sequel? I Am Legend.
Yes, I knew that. And
What?
Michael B. Jordan.
But not just Michael B. Jordan.
And Will
Will
Smith.
Smith. They decided to canonize
Yeah.
the secret and alternate ending.
And
from
Chris
the
Rock
DVD.
just signed to be in that movie too.
Did he?
No.
Okay. I was really shocked by that. I was going to say, is he like the antagonist?
Yes, protagonist, antagonist.
So has that ever happened in the history of movies before where they made canon the alternate ending of a movie to make a sequel like 20 years later?
To be fair, I mean, The Last of Us, right? They're talking right now about how season 1 strayed really far from the video game. And now season
Not so much
2
at
will
the end.
continue along the path of season 1 versus the path of The Last of Us 2 video game.
Yeah, but I'm talking about like straight up canonizing an alternate ending to a movie.
I don't know. Maybe you're a movie historian who happens to be watching the stream would know the answer to that question.
You mean the guy that knows more about movies than us?
Yeah.
We can't keep admitting that.
Oh, that's true. This is true. Okay, we will stop admitting that. So that was your movie news?
Yeah, I have other things too, but I was really excited about that.
Okay.
I liked that movie, but I also thought that was wacky.
Okay. All right. So, yeah. Thank you.
There
Thank
we
you.
go.
Yeah.
That was an odd,
That's the one I wanted. There we go.
I was going to say the other one was like on the count of 3. 1.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. Okay. So, back in 2013, right, all the zombie shit started coming out. Shaun of the Dead, The Walking Dead, 28 Days Later, Zombieland,
way before 2013.
Resident Evil.
Walking Dead came out in 2010.
I mean, it says the year is 2013. Shaun of the Dead, 28 Days Later.
2007.
Zombieland and the Resident Evil franchises are turning hefty profits.
Zombieland came out in 2010.
So, look, dude, I'm just reading what
I
the
know.
website said, so don't touch my leg. That's weird.
What about the inside of your leg?
And then
You need a stick to poke
our
him under
best
the
friend
table.
in the world, Brad Pitt, starred in a zombie apocalypse film called World War Z, right? And then
that what
shortly
that
after
was?
the movie grabbed $530 million
What?
on a budget of less than half of that number.
What?
Yeah. They announced a sequel.
Yes, I do remember that.
Well, where's that sequel?
Hopefully dead somewhere.
No.
Okay.
It's not dead.
Okay.
Apparently, David Fincher is tied to the World War Z 2 sequel.
Oof.
And they're working on a script and going to start casting at the beginning of 2024.
Oof.
It is projected to have a $200 million budget.
Oof.
So,
That
I don't know.
Here's the thing. I will watch that movie sometimes.
Have you read the book?
I've read the
Okay.
book more times than I can count.
Okay.
And I like the video game. I like the game World War Z. Have you ever played it?
No.
It's
I refuse to play video games based on movies.
What?
it's yeah. First of all, what? I
Well,
guess you never
name
played
a good video game
Over
based
the
on a
Hedge
movie.
on PS2. Then
No.
it's not.
I mean, Hogwarts Legacy is the closest I've gotten to it, and that's
Sure.
not even really based on
No,
Harry
yeah.
Potter. It's based on the universe
Yeah.
around it.
The World War Z game doesn't even. It kind of borrows the zombies from the movie, and then there's like book references in some of the
Gotcha.
like.
Okay.
So it kind of is like it's a bastardization a little bit. It's fun
Right.
though.
So World War Z was written by
Max Brooks,
Max Brooks,
son of Mel Brooks.
Who I think didn't he do some of the writing for the History of the World Part 2 out now on Hulu? Starring
not,
everybody that's funny.
not sponsored.
Not sponsored yet.
I think he did. Yeah,
So
I haven't watched any of it yet though. But
I remember that he was live tweeting at the beginning of COVID because
yeah.
Mel couldn't come out of the
Yeah,
house.
he did
'cause
like
he's in his
he did a real
90s.
fun like Twitter video with like
Yeah.
talking to Mel Brooks
Yeah.
through the window.
Yeah.
It was really cute.
Yeah.
That was right around the. He also right around the beginning of COVID had a World War Z adjacent book come out that was about Bigfoots, and it was
Shut up.
It's called Devolution. I'll loan you my copy of
Do
it.
you own this
Yeah,
book?
I'll loan it to you. It's
I will accept a
fan-fucking-tastic.
loaned copy. Yes,
That-
I do read.
I don't know how Max Brooks he could write about any cryptid and make it sound serious as shit. That book was scary as hell.
Sweet.
Like legitimately scary.
Sweet. My favorite book of all time is a book called Firefly, written by an author named Piers Anthony.
That sounds familiar. But...
It is a sexual horror,
That
but it
makes
was
sense for you.
really well written. So you know how the blob like envelops people and eats them.
Sure.
Well, this blob envelops people and fucks them.
It makes so much
Sorry
sense.
about the
that that's
language
your-
So
there.
it's-
You too.
That makes so much sense that that's your favorite
So
book.
it's a political
well,
movie.
but
It's political.
and then it eats them.
Okay.
So the sensation that they're feeling as they're being eaten is not one of pain, but one of pleasure.
So this is like an
Prison
adrenochrome
movie.
thing.
Kind of.
Anyways, so it's like, you know, there's people, there's bugs that like eat their prey and then inject them and they can't feel them
Yeah,
as they're
yeah,
being
yeah.
eaten. In this case, it uses pheromones.
So that
They
you
can't
just-
feel the
you
pain,
accept
so they're
the
being
eating.
eaten, but all they feel is pleasure.
You accept the eating because it's eating you.
Yeah, but it was, I don't know. I mean, it was really well written. It was scary.
Yeah,
which is,
sure.
you know, I mean, I won't even say it was really sexy. It was scary.
Well, yeah, I would hope not.
Yeah.
I would hope you wouldn't say that.
I don't know, man. Piers Anthony, probably my favorite author.
Okay.
Close with Michael Crichton.
Sure.
But he's known for kind of being off the beaten path upstairs. Like he wrote an entire 13 book series based on puns,
Yeah.
you know, so
You know, I as much as I was making fun of you, but like, oh, that would be your favorite. That does sound scary, though.
It's-
That does
you
sound
know,
like a psychologically kind of.
it was
fucky.
one of those books, and I've probably read it 3 times in my lifetime.
Yeah.
And it's just it sounds like it's like a dirty book, like, oh, I want to read this
Yeah.
dirty book.
No, I get you.
It wasn't dirty. It was just interesting, the concept behind masking the pain with intense pleasure.
Sure. Sure.
That I thought was pretty cool.
Yeah.
So
No, I get you.
Anyways,
I get what you're angling with.
So that's our movie nudes.
Well, yeah, movie nudes followed by popcorn book club.
Well, part of what the changes of this season is we're including other services, so video games, live streaming, things of that sort. So I asked Blaha to pull up some video game news. So
And it sure is a week for gaming news.
oh yeah,
Yeah, well, do you
is it movie-based video games?
I don't have any movie. Listen,
Nice.
back in the day, there was a game called Tron Evolution that
Yes.
came out alongside Tron Legacy.
Yes.
And I loved that game.
Yes.
Right around the time that
The only thing good about that game was the motorcycle part.
the multiplayer was kind of fun. Right around the time that I entered the workforce, like I graduated high school, I got my first job at Best Buy because I wanted discounts on video games. And right in a row, there was like Tron Legacy,
Right.
and then there was a Captain America tie-in.
Yes.
And I love both of those games. I'll swear by them till the day I die. The Captain America one especially was awesome.
Okay.
They're fantastic. Don't fucking look at me like that.
Okay.
Don't you
Okay.
fucking look at me like
I
that.
can just imagine this video game.
I had to like...
Was it a 2D side scroller Captain America
No,
game?
it was
Okay.
like a semi-open world. But
Gotcha.
it was open world, but confined
Right.
to like a Nazi
So you put
mansion.
your Over the Hedge down for a couple hours and played some
Yeah.
Captain America.
I liked the Bugs Life game on PlayStation 1.
I'm sure Tyler probably is like, oh, I know that game.
A Bugs Life famously came out when I was in like kindergarten. Tony, do you remember how old
Wait.
you were when that came out?
I have a question.
Yes.
You said the Bugs Life famously came out when I was in kindergarten. The question around that is it famously out because you're in kindergarten, or like what makes it famous?
Mostly just a way to introduce
Okay,
making
gotcha.
fun of you for your age.
Gotcha, because I'm old.
Yes.
I
Yep.
get it. Yeah.
Have
I'm
you
not
been
old.
playing Destiny 2 Lightfall?
Yes, I have.
What are your opinions on it? Because that's kind of a story in and of its own right now, is how the community's reacting to
Okay,
that.
so my biggest complaint with Destiny for the longest time was that they would put out new content, you would run one mission, and then you would wait a week to run that
Yeah, the like seasonal
another
structure.
version of that mission.
Sure.
I think the Lightfall's had some pretty good content.
Yeah.
I finished the storyline on one character, and I'm still running new missions and new projects as I play it.
Yeah.
New battlefields are opening.
I think they're all out now.
Ton of new weapons. Ton of, I think, 8 new exotics with just this
Yeah,
one.
and I've only just gotten the one of them.
I've gotten 3.
I've gotten the machine gun.
Yeah, so I
might
got
need
the
help
machine gun.
with
The
Vexcalibur.
Oh, you want help now?
Yeah.
Does this mean you're actually going to play the game with me instead of your other friends?
First of all, you screened me. You texted me the other day to ask my light level, and when I texted you, it was too low, and you never responded.
You texted me at 6 a.m. I wasn't playing video games at 6 a.m.
Why not?
Yeah, right?
I mean, I've done that before, but
Chris is over here putting in 30 hours a day somehow
Every day.
in GTA Online.
doing what? Look, I sent the text at
Doing what?
9:15 p.m. and someone's old ass was probably asleep. And then at 6:13,
I was probably actually
1761.
watching The Fosters.
Am I the old ass?
So the reviews for Lightfall haven't been great.
Perplexing to me.
Now, here's the thing. IGN is notorious for being terrible at rating things.
Yeah.
They gave the Batman, I think, a 4 or a 5.
Yeah, it was like a 5.
It's like, what are you talking about? Guardians 2, I think, got a really low rating from them.
Really?
So I don't trust IGN's rating system, but the 6 out of 10 that they gave Lightfall, everyone is using as kind of the baseline.
It was the community reaction to me that kind of surprised me the most, because a lot of people were talking about like the narrative being weak. I didn't.
The community wants Destiny 3.
Yeah, at this point, we know there's only one expansion left until Destiny 3. Mm-hmm. Whatever they choose, I don't know if they'll do Destiny 3.
Now everyone's
or-
talking about the final raid. I'm like, just play this one.
Yeah, well, what's the final raid going to be? But people were not liking this raid,
Yeah.
I guess. I don't know. But that's kind of been a discourse for the last little bit, especially with the raid race
Yeah.
over the weekend.
But, I mean, we've got other games coming out, too. We've got Waypoint.
Yes. Jedi Survivor is next month.
Yeah, nobody cares about that game.
Fuck, are you kidding me?
So the Waypoint beta is happening right now.
Yeah.
If I were to be playing it, it would be under NDA, so I couldn't talk about it.
Oh, fucking
If
fancy.
I
Look
were
at
to
you
be
fucking
playing
go.
it.
Oh, I might have a contract. So
Actually, there's a round right now from 4 to 10 today. There's a beta round playing. So
And look at that. You're here
if I were
recording.
to be a part of that beta,
You're
I
here
would
talking for the
probably be
people.
playing it. Diablo 4 is coming out.
That's gonna be fun. Baldur's Gate 3 is allegedly moving forward.
Nobody cares about that game.
What is
I think, isn't Fable 3 coming out in 2023?
Fable 3?
4?
Came out
5.
in like
Which one
Fable,
is which?
Fable 4.
Which one's the current one?
Fable 3 came out. In
I don't know.
like
They were all
2010.
Xbox exclusive, and I think around the time that 3 came out, I had transitioned to PC.
Gotcha. Yeah, no, Fable 4 is the one that's coming. I don't know if it's actually branded Fable 4 though. I think it might just be like
I think it's just called Fable.
Yeah, I think they're trying to rebrand a little
Yeah.
bit. Speaking of games coming out, April 21st, they've moved up the release date for Dead Island 2. It was supposed to come out April 28th. It's now coming out on the 21st.
Are my eyes as dead as the island? I don't know what game that is. What is
Dead
this
Island?
game?
You've never played Dead Island?
No,
Dead
is this
Island,
a zombie game?
Yes. The original one, I think, came out in 2011. It was very hyped
Was that
up.
console?
Yes.
Okay.
It was very hyped up because it had this very famous...
I think I remember it had something to do with like a carnival or like a amusement park, didn't it?
An island. They're on like a resort island, and it's like
Did it have a Ferris wheel on the fucking
I
island?
don't think so.
Oh my god. Okay.
I don't think so.
Then I'm thinking of a different game.
Dead Island's like kind of big thing was they released this really cinematic trailer for it. It was like
Was
showing,
there a Ferris wheel in the cinematic trailer?
No.
Damn it.
It was like the trailer was like this family on vacation, and then showing them like cutting like their like family video with like them getting attacked by zombies, and then like the little girl like turns and bites
You
them.
just said like 7 times.
I do say like a lot.
I've never noticed that before.
It's a generational thing.
Yeah, it's okay.
And so it was famous because the trailer was crazy cinematic. It looked really emotional, and then the game was just that.
So the game was terrible.
The game wasn't terrible, but it was very bland and very it wasn't any different than what already existed. So it was
Okay.
fun, but it was Dead Island. Then they had a sort of sequel that
So
was actually bad.
2011.
2011-ish.
So 12 years later.
Yeah, they've now finally got Dead Island 2 coming out. It's changed studios like 3 or 4 times. It's been through development hell. It is now confirmed to be coming out on April 21st. And they kind of released like a preview trailer for it. And they have a system in this game where you can infinitely chop up the zombies. They're like bragging about this.
What?
I think they call it the flesh system, and flesh stands for something. But they were saying depending on what weapon you have, like say you're using a sword, wherever you hit the zombie, like if you hit him in the finger, it's just going to cut the fingertips off. And then you could hit him in the hand, and then like they said like skin and fat and bone react like differently, and like muscle,
So you could cut off its head,
and then keep
and then
chopping.
its neck,
Yeah.
and then its shoulders.
Yeah, they said the way they were describing it's procedurally generated dismemberment,
Okay, so
which sounds horrifying.
I have a one-word question.
Yeah.
Why?
I
That
guess
was
to stand
3
out.
words. No,
What?
nothing.
That was 3 words.
Just
Why-
making you think.
Why is not 3 words?
I'm guessing it's their bid to stand out is, and like I think it
You
sounds
cut once,
interesting.
you can keep cutting.
Yeah,
It's
they literally when they described this, they were like, you can mince up a zombie if you want. You could just sit there and chop it over and over again.
I would love to like put a zombie through like a leaf chopper, one of those
yeah,
chopper
meat grinders.
Yeah.
Well, so Dead Island is kind of known for, similar to the like Dead Rising games, having craftable like weird weapons.
Right.
And so I mean they did say wait till you see what the chainsaw does to zombies in that
Why
game.
is the chainsaw always the weapon for those kind of games?
Did you see that tech demo for Resident Evil 4, or like the demo that came with the chainsaw
No,
bit?
I did not.
It's a remake of Res 4. Looks pretty good. I think it's coming out
For
next-
those of you watching, Resident Evil 4.
Yes, Resident Evil 4 starring.
The movies
Leon.
starring Mila
We
Jovovich.
don't talk about those movies.
Yeah.
So that's kind of a big thing people are talking about. That's a game that we've been waiting for a long time. And
Who's we?
a gaming community in
Oh,
general.
okay, gotcha.
It's Dead Island is one of those ones that people.
I don't. Why? If the original is so bad, why do people Jones for the sequel?
I think because there was so much hype at the time.
Was there like
for
something unique about it? Because I don't remember. I
really
remember
just
the title. I don't remember the game.
If anything, really, it was just like the setting was pretty unique. People did enjoy it, but it just wasn't what it was marketed to be. You know what I
okay.
mean? It was kind of boring.
Sure. Okay.
So that'll be fun to see how that.
It's interesting
out.
because there's a lot of games coming out that a lot of people in the communities that I play in are looking for. Like Skull and Bones is one that's coming out. That's been delayed probably 4 times now, though. I did participate. Was I under NDA?
Too late now, motherfucker.
Oh well. There was a 6-hour play test.
Yeah.
And the ship-to-ship combat was pretty cool.
Was it better or worse than Sea of Thieves?
Oh, that's painful. See, because Sea of Thieves used to be like main game.
Yeah.
And then I realized that they didn't give a shit enough about the community to make the changes that were necessary.
Yeah, if they did, there would have been PvE servers years ago. And I'll say it. Fight me if you don't think there should be PvE servers in Sea of Thieves. I'm going to find something for the community to fight me on every episode.
Okay.
But if you think no PvE in Sea of Thieves, you're a fucking schmuck. Fight me.
Okay, so I thought PvP servers were what people wanted.
That's what they already have.
See, because I enjoy boarding a ship while I'm trying to do a mission.
I enjoy it if that's what I'm looking for. What people had talked about was because people in that game can be so toxic in how they hunt others down.
Well, yeah.
The
I mean, you're a fucking pirate.
The community did want there to be PvE servers.
Oh, stop being such a pussy. You're a pirate.
You know what?
You're a pirate.
Now I'm directing the message at you. You're a fucking schmuck.
Look, I enjoyed the PvE content. I hated the fact that the blunderbuss was a one-shot kill.
Yeah.
I hated the fact that they allowed fast switching for weapons.
Sure, yeah.
And I hated the sword lock. And they haven't corrected any of that.
No,
Hit reg was all fucked up. But I enjoyed the toxicity of the community because I didn't suck and I wasn't necessarily toxic, right?
Sure. I'm not bad at the game either. I
was toxic one time though.
Tell about it. Let's hear it.
Alyssa wanted to play Sea of Thieves with me, and she wasn't terrible.
Sure.
But it was one of the first times that we played, and she harpooned an enemy that was chasing us onto our boat. And that guy wiped us. And I was like, oh, and it had been a long night on the seas already, so I was very frustrated, but I was pretty toxic that night. But
good Lord. So I do agree that I don't
That's the worst, man, when you don't expect it and all of a sudden there's a white name on your ship. You're like, shit, fuck. Yeah.
I don't think PvE servers would destroy the game like people said, because I don't think it would like divide the community that much. But I think it would be nice.
The current community in Sea of Thieves, 100% it would divide it. Yeah, the whole thing about it is doing those PvE missions and getting that treasure and then having to rush it to an outpost to turn it in before a pirate steals it from you.
I guess. I do enjoy fighting people in that game, but I would also enjoy being able to play it and chill out a little bit.
Well, I mean, and don't get me wrong, I don't play PvP in Destiny, right?
Sure.
I don't play Crucible other than to turn in bounties.
I'm real good at Crucible.
I'm not terrible at it, but I just don't like it.
I'm terrible at multiplayer in almost every game.
Yeah.
For some reason, Destiny gets me. I'm real good at
it. Yeah, I like Iron Banner.
I love Iron Banner.
Because you just earn tokens and shit. You're not trying to go undefeated. I want to make it to the lighthouse.
I do hate Trials. Yeah.
So, anyways.
Anyway,
there's a lot of good games coming out. That's pretty much
Speaking of the opposite of that, though, did you hear about what happened to Star Citizen last week?
Scam Citizen?
Yes.
No,
did you hear
what happened?
They released a patch.
Oh Jesus!
I think it was their 3.18 alpha patch. Alpha, Tony.
Wait, this has been out for like a decade.
Yeah, and this was 3.18 alpha.
Why are they releasing an alpha patch?
Because it's still in fucking alpha.
The game is still considered to be an alpha?
Absolutely.
Jesus Christ.
And the game has not recovered yet from them releasing this patch.
Are you serious?
It was inaccessible for the first couple of days. And now that people are saying like damage isn't registering.
Oh my God.
The ships aren't working right. It's a complete and utter mess. I saw a tweet that was really funny where they were like, you can look at it one of two ways. You can either look at it as this game is broken, or you can be grateful there's a game to break.
Yeah, let's make some clarification for our audience, since those of you who are here are normally movie buffs may not know everything about Star Citizen. So Star Citizen has been in development for almost a decade.
Yeah.
And one of the things about Star Citizen was it was going to be the most realistic flight simulator in space.
Of all time.
Right? And then they decided, oh, instead of just doing a flight simulator in space, let's do like this whole open world gaming scenario where
Yeah, a
you can
life
trade
simulator in
and
space.
pick up bounty hunter contracts
Yeah,
and
you get a
live
job,
your life
get
in
a job
space.
and have
Right.
a home. And
But the problem became when pay to win became a thing in video games.
yeah.
And Scam Citizen is like, oh shit, there's a way to pay for 10 years of development of a video game. Let's charge everyone $150 for the starter bundle for the game.
Yeah.
We'll give you a ship that will hold 3 people so you can play with 2 of your friends. But if you crash it, you lose it.
And if you dare to have a 4th person stand inside of it when it takes off,
Oh, Jesus,
that
dude.
shit's gone.
Yeah. So it's they call it Scam Citizen. Some people have still been playing it. I did pay money for a ship, and then literally within 2 hours, I submitted my return request and returned the game. It's terrible.
To this day, I don't know if my friend whose ship I crashed ever recovered. I don't know if they ever got it back.
Well, I was in my ship, I was in the hangar, and looking for a way out of the hangar, and there was no way out of the hangar. So I'm like, well, shit, what does this button do? And I ejected, and my ship blew up. And I was like, fuck it, I'm refunding this. So I refunded it. Yeah. So anyways,
It's fun.
that's crazy. Like, a game that I participated in called New World, part of that community loves Scam Citizen.
Yeah.
And they call it Scam Citizen. Like,
Yeah.
they're not paying
It's
a ton
like
of money.
it's like it's fun now to acknowledge.
Well, yeah, because you can earn $3 million on one bounty, right?
Yeah.
And yeah, that's nuts, man. That's funny.
I do the even bigger scam, of course, will be Square Enix's NFT game that's coming out.
Oh Jesus,
Did you
the
hear-
Illunium VAO or something.
I don't remember what it's called.
I got an alpha for this something called Illunium DVAO,
Yeah.
and you can buy actual cryptocurrency to buy currency in game.
Yeah. Well, Square has confirmed that you can play this game they have coming out. I don't remember. I think I have it still pulled up what the game was called. You can play it without buying NFTs. It's called Symbiogenesis is
Oh
the game.
Jesus!
But if you do have character NFTs in the game, you will get additional story.
So it's pay to win.
Yeah. Well, no, it's not even pay to win. It's pay to experience
play,
the full
yeah.
story. Which, and even more disappointing, is that Pokemon's getting into NFTs now. Did you? They put up a hiring position for.
Do you
someone
own
who-
any NFTs?
No.
Chris,
Oh,
do
okay,
you own
well-
any NFTs? Is he asleep?
He might be.
No.
Okay. It depends on how you define. I do have an app on my phone. It's the.
Can you hear me?
Yeah.
Yeah, I hear you now.
It's the Topps Star Wars card
Oh,
trader app.
Jesus.
And I one time was doing it, and I looked up and I was like, "Is this an NFT?"
Tyler and I have an NFT for buying tickets to Spider-Man.
Oh.
And then I had a buddy / coworker who worked on the Solana blockchain,
Okay.
and they were selling these. It's called Chicken Tribe, so it's a bunch of creatively created roosters,
Sure.
like with like lava beaks and all that kind of shit.
Gotcha.
And I think this was, yeah. But anyways, I'm trying to pull it up here to show you. So I bought one.
Reddit gifted me an NFT as a promotion once, and I was really mad
So
about it.
there's my Chicken Tribe NFT.
Okay.
Yeah, if
See,
you guys want to see.
I don't know if
Chicken
this counts.
Tribe.
I don't know if this counts. It's a digital card trading thing. I don't know if those count as NFTs. They call them digital collectibles, which makes me kind of question it.
Yeah. Are they non-fungible? Like,
I-
can you trade them?
Yes, you can trade them.
Interesting.
It's like it's just like digital cards. I guess it might count. I don't know.
Oh, Chris says he was monitoring the live feed sound, hence his delayed response.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
He actually used the word hence.
He's
That's
actually being
impressive.
professional.
Yes.
Yeah, our sound was a little off from the video should be on now.
And it was probably driving you crazy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now, I do have one last gaming story for
Okay,
you.
make it
That
quick
will be
because I want to
near-
get into some
near,
Oscars talk.
Near and dear to producer Chris's heart.
Oh shit.
Maybe more accurately, his stomach.
Oh shit.
There was an outbreak of norovirus at Collision 2023.
Jesus Christ.
All of the players came home and were shitting their brains out.
They made it home. Good for them.
They did make it home. It's a toss up actually right now if it was
say toss-up.
norovirus going around or if it was a chicken sandwich they were selling there that gave everyone food poisoning. But either way, a bunch of Smash players were puking their guts out.
Yeah.
Which is
Jesus Christ.
If it was just puke, they
So-
were lucky.
For the record, I am a sympathetic vomiter, so if we see it, hear it, talk about it, smell it, yeah, stop. I will do it. So
there's a bathroom right there.
yeah, I know. Okay. Thank you for the video game news. Now, let's transition into our Oscar picks.
Yes.
We'll run through these real quick,
Sure.
see how badly we did, and then we'll move on. Okay, so do you have your ballot pulled up?
I do.
there? Okay, so for Best Picture, I picked The Fabelmans. Why did I do that?
Because who would have thought that Steven Spielberg would get snubbed to shit?
Yes,
But
you
let
almost
me
said
reiterate.
fucked, didn't you?
Let me reiterate. I'm
Did you
glad
put an
you did.
explicit notification on this live stream, by the way?
No, not at all.
Oh,
Let me
sorry.
just say real quick. I'm glad you got snubbed, Steven Spielberg, because
Why
your
are-
movie was
Why
boring.
are you looking directly?
Your movie was boring. It was unoriginal. You only got nominated because you're Steven fucking Spielberg. And I'm glad you lost over and over, and I hope it haunts you for the rest of your life.
Wow.
That being said, if you have a new movie coming out, hit me up. We'll do a screening.
I just want to state for the record, I don't think Steven Spielberg will ever watch our podcast.
You don't know.
Okay.
He's sitting there right now.
Yeah.
I picked All Quiet on the Western Front.
Yeah, you had big hopes for that movie.
I did.
And it did fairly well.
It did. It didn't do bad.
All right, Best Actor. Who'd you pick?
Brendan Fraser.
Yeah,
because
that
he
was an
deserves
easy
it.
one.
Because also, fuck Austin Butler.
Right.
I'll make enemies. Tyler got to take shots at Tom Cruise every
That's
episode.
true. That is true. But Tom Cruise is short. I also picked Brendan Fraser.
The problem is Tom Cruise can't even reach me on this table. So it's,
Oh, I'll make a taller one.
I'll just stand up.
Top Gun didn't win Best Picture because he wouldn't have been able to get to the mic.
That's why he didn't show up. All right, Best Actress. Obviously Michelle Yeoh.
Michelle
I think
Yeoh.
everybody picked Michelle Yeoh for that.
Come on.
Best Supporting Actor. Key.
Ke
Everyone
Huy
everyone
Quan.
knew
Yeah,
Key was going to win
obviously.
that. I think he swept every award he was nominated
I think so,
for.
yeah. And deserved.
All right, who'd you pick for Best Supporting Actress?
I picked Angela Bassett, and
Yeah.
I'll fight about it, but
I mean, there's not really a reason to fight about it.
No.
So Angela Bassett was in a movie for 10 minutes. Jamie Lee Curtis was in a movie a majority of the movie, but she wasn't the lead character.
yeah.
I think she qualifies as a supporting actress. And personally, I think she was probably the second best part of Everything Everywhere All at
Yeah,
Once.
we did talk about this the other night. I think her and Stephanie Hsu were completely even in that movie.
I don't remember Stephanie Hsu in that movie.
Sure, yeah, I've seen.
So for
other
me,
people say
like that's a big indicator.
Yeah,
right?
I have seen other people say that they thought Jamie Lee Curtis was stronger. I thought they were both fantastic. I think it was a toss-up between the two of them.
Yeah.
But I really did want it for Angela Bassett. I thought she was, even if she's in only 10 minutes of Wakanda Forever,
Yeah.
I almost teared up at some of the parts she had.
I don't know. I think a lot of people are pinning it on race. For me, it feels a lot like the Marvel curse, right? If you're in a Marvel
yeah,
movie and you get nominated, you're not going to win.
Here's the thing. I can also see where that is frustrating because the Oscars are notoriously
White.
white as hell,
Yeah.
and they're notoriously not very diverse.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how frustrating that would be. Because Angela Bassett and Jamie Lee Curtis are two actresses who've spent their whole careers being undervalued and underappreciated.
Yeah.
And so when it comes down to the two of them, I don't think Jamie Lee Curtis doesn't deserve it. I think the
Yeah.
people who are attacking her personally are horrible for that.
Oh, absolutely.
But I can only imagine how frustrating it is to see
Is
that
that
happen.
word horrible or horrible?
Horrible.
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 Okay.
I grew up in a different place than you.
I know, yeah.
But I can only imagine how frustrating that is as an audience member to see it. Like, it just feels like, of course, again.
Well, so Angela Bassett was famously snubbed for her performance as Tina Turner,
which was
which she
I wasn't
should
even-
have
I
won.
wasn't alive yet, so,
100%.
awful.
For me, I think, and I've said this to you before, but I think the biggest snub of this Oscar season was Viola Davis
Yes.
not getting recognized
Yeah.
for the Warrior Queen.
Yeah.
Yeah. 100%.
And we even talked about, too, where was like Lupita Nyong'o and Denai Guerrero.
Lupita, but
Denai Guerrero more
yeah,
so in Wakanda
yeah.
Forever. And I think not enough people talked about Hong Chow in The Whale. I thought she was fantastic too.
Yeah.
That's a name that's getting lost in the argument about it a lot. She was amazing.
You know what is very weird? Someone was talking about that, and this is not my thought, by the way. This is someone else's thought, but it definitely made you think.
Yeah.
Everyone that was Asian that was nominated played an almost stereotypical Asian trope, right?
Yeah.
If you think of all of the Asian roles and Everything Everywhere All at Once, it was kind of
that kind of plays into the point of the movie. I think is escaping
exactly,
those
right?
like roles that society puts on you. Yeah.
But she didn't in The Whale.
Hong Chow. Yeah.
Yeah. There was nothing other than the fact that she is Asian that was Asian about her character. And that kind of leads a little bit more into the racism that's in the Academy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, I can't believe that more people don't talk about her. The only person who mentioned her was Brendan Fraser. And I mean, Fraser spoke very highly of her.
It's like Razor, only with an F.
So there is a lot of fuckery around that. I also I do feel bad for Jamie Lee Curtis when people like a week before the Oscars are talking about how amazing she was in that movie, and then afterwards are like, fuck you, and it's like,
well, she just won
she's
the
also
Screen Actors
fantastic.
Guild Award for the same role.
Yeah, which should have been.
So
an
it's not like
indicator.
this was the only award that she won for the role.
No, for sure.
All right, let's move on. Best animated feature film. What'd you pick? Puss in Boots.
Puss in Boots lost
The Last Wish,
and that is the biggest travesty of the night.
Yeah, I mean, but the Academy loves Guillermo del Toro.
Yeah,
and with reason. He's not a terrible
he's
movie
fantastic.
maker.
No,
I picked Marcel the Shell with Shoes On. I really wanted it to win. The fact that it was nominated is an honor.
Yeah,
blah, blah, blah.
That's Jenny Slate.
I know.
Is it? I couldn't remember. I love her.
Yeah, she and her ex-boyfriend created and made the movie.
All right.
All right, best cinematographer.
Wait, are we keeping track of how many we've won at this point? All
'cause
right.
we both sucked terribly.
I know how many I won. So.
Oh, I'm sure you do.
I do. I counted it the minute I got it.
Okay, I'll look real quick. You tell me who you did.
Best cinematography, I had All Quiet on the Western Front, and I believe that did win it, right?
Yes. I had Mandy Walker for Elvis, so that's my third.
I did appreciate your reasoning for it when we talked about it, but just that was All Quiet was
it's okay.
Fantastic.
Best costume design.
Black Panther.
Yes.
And it did win.
And it won.
Yeah.
Okay. Best director. Who'd you pick?
I did.
Did you go Steven Spielberg on that
Steven
shit?
Spielberg to get the point because I thought again.
You thought it'd be an easy
how
win.
How the hell was the Academy not going to give it to him?
And I picked the Daniels.
And you know what? Deserved because again, Steven, your movie was boring.
Boring. Paul Dano. Boring.
Paul Dano.
Boring. Best documentary feature.
I did not pick one for this because I hadn't seen them.
I don't remember what won.
It was.
I think it was All That Breathes. No, it was Navalny.
Yeah.
Navalny won.
Yeah.
I picked A House Made of Splinters, which is just above Navalny, so I was close.
Do you know what?
Did I get half a point for that?
No.
Okay.
I listened to our previous episode, and you were like, I don't remember what A House Made of Splinters is about. I think it's a house that is split. You're like, maybe it's like a family, like, splintering. It's about foster care.
So, yes, it's about a family that's splintering.
Kind of. You were kind of right. So, you know what? I'll give you half a point for that.
No, I don't need a half a point.
All right.
I'm still beating you.
Fuck me, I guess.
So that's number 4, I think, that I missed. All right. Best documentary short subject.
Yes. I picked How Do You Measure a Year?
Yeah.
And it did not win.
Which one won that? Was it
The Elephant Whisperers?
The Elephant Whisperers?
Yes.
I picked Stranger at the Gate, and it did not win.
Nah. Which is weird because I guess Malala just sat through being harassed by Jimmy Kimmel in the audience for nothing.
All right. Best film editing.
I foolishly picked Top Gun Maverick.
I foolishly picked Elvis.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course,
Everything Everywhere All at Once. Won Everything Everywhere.
All at once.
All at once. Best international feature film. One we both got right.
Come on.
Yeah. All Quiet on the Western Front, which Wendy and I were watching the awards, and she's like, I guess we need to watch that movie now.
Have you not?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
You fool. You have a movie
I know.
podcast.
It's not like I do a movie podcast or anything.
You're the godfather of a movie podcast.
Best makeup and hairstyling.
I also
Did you
went
pick Black Panther?
I went for Black Panther, yeah.
Yeah. I picked The Whale. High five.
Good job. And The Whale did win.
Yes,
right?
it did.
You know, I didn't know that he wasn't in a fat suit for that movie.
He was in a fat suit for that.
I thought they
movie.
were saying it was like digital.
So
Like, he was in some kind of a suit.
He
but-
gained weight.
Yeah.
And they said he wasn't big enough, so that he had them make a fat suit.
Yeah.
But they wanted to leave his face free of
Yeah.
it. So a lot of the rosacea and stuff that was on his face was digitally added, but they wanted him to be able to actually act.
Which, like, knowing that after the fact,
Yeah.
fantastic. You never would have known.
Yeah, I think you would have.
Do you think so?
Yeah.
I thought it didn't. I thought it looked great.
That movie, that movie was good. Like most movies that win Oscars, it wasn't great.
What, The Whale?
Yeah.
It was okay.
It was definitely an Aronofsky movie.
It was like, for me, it was more about Brendan Fraser's performance, which was fantastic. But the movie itself was just okay.
Okay, sorry about that. All right. Best music original score.
I did Everything Everywhere. It's one of the few things I didn't pick All Quiet on the Western
Son
Front
of
for.
a bitch. I picked The Fablemans.
God, fuck The Fable.
I know. Steven Spielberg. He thinks your movie sucked.
Steven
Okay.
Spielberg, this guy's a cuck.
Best musical. Did you just call me a cuck? That's terrible. You might as well just say fuck in the podcast. Calling me a cuck. That'll get you banned on Twitch.
Really?
Yes.
Yeah, well, you can also get banned on Twitch for saying cracker. So.
Oh
That's
my
true.
god.
Best music original song.
I will stand by that I picked Hold My Hand from Top Gun. And Lady Gaga crushed it.
She did crush it. She needed some chapstick, but she did crush it.
But I also understand why Not To won, because I love it
picked
more
Not
every
To,
time
Not
I
To.
hear it.
Yes, and I kind of want to watch that movie now.
Have you not watched that one
I
either?
started watching it, but it was like running in the background while I was working, and I never finished it.
I've seen people say like you have to really be into like the Bollywood style. It's just a fun movie regardless.
Hey, Chris, will you Google real quick who won Best Production Design?
Best production design.
It was All
Let's see.
Quiet on the
Was it
Western
All
Front,
Quiet?
because it was another one where that it was nominated and I didn't fucking pick it.
What'd you
And
pick?
it won. I picked Avatar.
Okay.
Do you know what didn't win it? The Fablemans, because that didn't win a single thing.
Steven Spielberg.
Yep.
He thinks your movie sucked.
All quiet.
Okay, thank you. All right, Best Short Film Animated.
I also didn't pick.
I really, really, really wanted My Year of
I
Dicks
really wanted to
win.
hear someone have to say My Year of Dicks
He said
twice.
it. Riz Ahmed said it.
You gotta love Riz Ahmed though.
Look at how close I was to the correct one.
Oh yeah, look at
Oh
that.
wait, no, The Boy, the Mole, the Fox, and the Horse won it. Not The Ostrich Told Me the World is Fake, and I think I believe it.
Yeah.
But I did choose My Year of Dicks, and it didn't win. Best Short Film Live Action.
I also hadn't seen any of them, so I didn't.
I got this
You
one
did.
right.
You did.
I did. Now, here's the thing. I will say this. I knew the context of the short film. I knew
Sure.
what it was about.
Yeah.
Didn't see the movie. Didn't think it was going to win. Lucky guess.
Yeah.
But I love the fact that everyone sang the kid happy
Fantastic.
birthday. It was amazing.
That was awesome.
Like, if nothing else, for the rest of that guy's life, the entire Academy of Art, Music, of Motion Picture Arts and Sciences sang happy birthday to me.
That was cute
That's
as
awesome.
shit.
Yeah.
I loved that.
Best sound,
I picked Avatar, which did not win.
No.
It was All Quiet.
and I picked All Quiet.
James Cameron and Steven Spielberg are somewhere commiserating about not winning a single fucking award this year.
Best visual effects.
Avatar. And that did win, I think. Right?
Which one did Top Gun win?
Top Gun didn't win anything.
Yeah, Top Gun won one. I think it was best sound, actually.
Oh, that's not on here.
Yeah, it is. That's the one we just talked about.
Best sound? No, because I think that was All Quiet, wasn't it?
Hey Siri, which Academy Award did Top Gun Maverick win?
Welcome to our professional movie podcast where we barely know what we're talking about.
You know, Siri's still listening.
Oh, okay.
You know, there's a rule in my house. Shut the fuck up when I'm talking to Siri. I don't have an answer for that. Thank you, Siri.
We're just going to go ahead and say,
Hey Siri, what Oscar did Top Gun Maverick win? Yeah, best sound. Okay.
okay.
Best sound.
Okay.
best
I did
picture,
pick Avatar
best
for that one, though.
Yeah, I picked All Quiet, so that was incorrect.
Okay.
Best visual effects was Avatar.
Yes.
We both picked that.
Yes.
Best writing adapted screenplay.
All Quiet.
I picked Women Talking.
And
Which-
I won.
No, Women Talking.
Oh, no, you're right.
won.
You did. Yeah, you're
Sarah
right.
Polley.
Because she gave a fantastic speech.
Yes. Sarah Polley of Night of the Living Dead fame.
Night of the Living
Dawn of the Dead fame? Dawn
Night
of the
Living
Dead.
I
With
think,
Ving
was a
Rhames
little
in the
before her
shopping
time.
mall?
That's Dawn of the Dead.
I had no fucking clue
I
who
did
that
not
was.
either. I didn't until you
No
tweeted
idea.
about that.
Also, another thing that I discovered during the Oscars broadcast. Do you remember the movie Oblivion with Tom Cruise?
Yeah.
The girl from Oblivion was nominated for a fucking Oscar.
What?
Yes.
Who's the girl from
I don't
Oblivion?
know. Her name is she's obviously on the Andrea Riseborough.
Oh, that's the one who was like illegally campaigning for herself behind
Yeah.
the scenes too.
Yeah. I was like, that's the girl from Oblivion. I turned to Wendy. I'm like, do you remember that movie with Tom Cruise? She's like, no.
Well, guess
It's
what?
like, but we watched it, and they were like, are you a something pair? I don't know what you're talking about. I was like, damn it.
Jesus. Well, guess what, Andrew? If you keep campaigning behind the scenes like
Yeah.
that, all you're getting is oblivions for the rest of your
I
life.
mean, whatever. She's Oscar nominated actress now, so.
From the Oscar eligible movie
Right.
Oblivion.
And then, of course, last but certainly not least, best writing original screenplay.
Everything Everywhere.
I picked The Fablemans. How many did you miss?
I don't know how many I missed, but I know I got 12 right.
So out of 23 categories, you
Yes.
missed 11.
Yes. Yeah.
I missed 8. But I got really lucky, I think, on 3 of them, so we probably
Yeah.
would have tied.
Yeah.
8 or 9, one of those two.
You know, you're the patriarch of this podcast.
Yeah,
so-
thank you. Thank you. I'm
So,
the old
fuck
man.
the patriarchy, but
All right, well, we are running low on time. Don't want to push too long, so let's real quickly run through
yeah.
the last 2 movies that we watched. So we have 65 and Knock at the Door.
And Quantumania.
Eh,
Eh.
eh. I didn't like Quantumania.
I
think
liked
it was the
Quantumania.
3rd best Ant-Man movie.
I think it was my favorite Ant-Man.
It was missing Michael Pena.
That was kind of weird.
Yeah.
It did feel a
don't
little
know.
hollow without him in it. But.
And I don't like the girl who played his daughter. I wish they would have stuck with the previous actress.
I like Catherine Newton in general. But
Can I just tell you? I just want to state for the record,
Yeah.
Evangeline Lilly was one of my favorite pieces of the show Lost. Like, I
Sure.
loved everything about her. She married the Dominic, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
She
Forgot
did
about,
marry
or
the
they were
Hobbit.
engaged. I don't
Yeah.
think they actually got married.
She engaged Mariatic Brandy Buck.
And now she's weird.
Yeah, she's like super anti-vax.
It's not even that. She's just weird in general.
Yeah.
Like, I was watching some, I don't know. Maybe that turned me off. to
She,
it.
you know what? When she was on The Hobbit, she had a little too much of the halfling's leaf, and she's up there now.
That's a nerd joke that I
Yeah, it
just
is.
don't get.
Well, watch Lord of the Rings.
Are you the Prime Amazon Prime streaming service?
You know what? I liked Rings of Power, so yeah, watch it.
Okay. Wait, she was in the Lord
No,
of the
she
Rings?
was in The Hobbit. She's in the Hobbit movies.
Is she?
Yeah, she's a character that was invented for the movies and is a love interest for Legolas, who was also shoehorned into those movies when he's not in the books.
Okay.
Because the Hobbit movies have a lot of shit they don't need.
Anyways,
Anyway.
yeah, I didn't like it.
I thought
I liked it as an introduction to Kang,
he's Jonathan Majors
but it
was
feels like they
fantastic
could
in it.
have made a Disney Plus series out of it.
Yeah. Although I will ask you the question I asked when we were leaving: do you think Jonathan Majors in Quantumania versus Jonathan Majors in Creed 3, who wins?
Haven't seen Creed 3 yet.
Okay,
Have you seen it?
I've seen like bits of it.
So, like TikTok or a bunch of different trailers?
You know, we
Yeah.
can't really talk about
So, no, you haven't seen Creed 3.
not fully.
I don't know. We'll see. I like Jonathan Majors.
Yeah.
Turns out he's a really good dude.
Yeah, him and Michael
Really
B. Jordan
loves
are
his
adorable
mom,
together.
which is like awesome.
Yeah.
So it's the other thing. Oh, never mind. We'll talk about that later.
Off the
Okay.
air.
So Quantum Mania for me, thumbs down. For you, it's your favorite of the 3.
It's my favorite Ant-Man movie, but I still only gave
Yeah.
it like a 3.
Michelle Pfeiffer looks fantastic, by the way.
Michelle Pfeiffer is ageless.
Michael Douglas, dude's looking old,
Yeah,
bro.
he was
But
like-
I mean, let's be honest. His dad lived to be 101, so
Oh yeah, rest in peace, Kirk Douglas.
rip. So there was a little comedic value, and I appreciated it.
Was Kirk Douglas in the? Did he die last year?
Kurt Douglas died like a while ago.
Who am I thinking?
It's been
of
that long.
I thought it was like a year or so.
You're thinking of Donald Sutherland.
Maybe, I don't know. They missed a lot of people in the Oscars in memoriam this year.
Well, 2 of the people that they missed Never mind. We won't talk about that.
Kirk Douglas words died February of 2020.
Okay.
Oh,
When
okay.
did Donald Sutherland die?
Looking.
Are you putting the camera on you while you're searching?
No, because I can't type in move camera stuff. So, yeah.
This is what it looks like, though.
Yes. This,
Here, I'll do it. Here I am. I'm Googling things.
Look at that beautiful guy.
He is not dead.
Donald Sutherland is still alive?
I know who you're
Shut the
thinking
fuck
of.
up.
He's 87.
I know who you're thinking of, but I can't remember the name. He was in the Marvel movies. He was in Captain America, Civil War. He was General Ross. What's his fucking name though?
Brian, what's his name?
No, were you about to say Brian?
Donald Sutherland is still alive?
Dude, my grandparents are older than him.
And now he's fucking coming for you. Donald Sutherland heard that
Hey,
you were
Donald
just telling everyone that
Sutherland,
he's-
thanks for not being in Steven Spielberg's piece of shit, The Fablemans.
Yeah. Thanks for only being in cool shit
I
like
feel
the
terrible.
Hunger
I
Games.
can't. 1935. That's wow. Okay. Sorry, Donald. I apologize.
Yeah, he was the super creepy professor in Animal House.
What?
Yeah,
Yep.
you would have that reference ready and available.
Can I tell you guys a secret? I haven't seen Animal House.
Okay.
It's on.
Well, you're 20,
I think it's on
so,
Netflix
yeah.
right now.
I'm 31.
You're a child.
Go check
Shut
it
your
out.
face.
It's not as good as people think it is, but it's not bad.
I'm still old enough to be your father, and you're 31.
How old are you?
I will be 47 this year.
Yeah, you could be my dad.
And I can't wait till I'm in my 40s too.
but
Don't. I know exactly what you're thinking. Don't do it.
No, you don't.
Don't
What
do
What
it.
am I thinking?
Go
I was just
ahead.
going to shout out my dad, but thankfully I've got a cool dad.
Oh,
at home.
speaking of shout outs, I do have to give a shout out. Emily at Great Clips, thanks for the haircut. I told you I'd shout you out.
I would also like to say I love you too, Mom, since I shouted out my dad. I don't want to feel weird about
Okay, yeah. Well, both of my parents.
My
are-
mom is making up like half of our live audience right now. So
Oh, my mom's dead. So, yeah.
why you gotta?
Hi, Blaha's mom.
My mom will adopt you.
Okay, so Quantum Mania, you liked it. I didn't like
I
it.
liked
Let's
it.
move on. So, A Knock at the Door. So, I fell asleep in A Knock at the Door.
Yeah, you did.
And I missed half of it. It wasn't really half, but it was like the meat of the movie.
Yeah.
So, to be fair, though, the movie was pretty cool.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. It's supposedly very different from the book.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like significantly, like one of those deals where you're kind of like, why'd you even name it after the book?
Yeah. Return to Form, M. Night?
I think so. I
Yeah.
think it's one of my favorites from him. I really liked it. I mean, it's his like classic feel all over
Yeah.
that movie.
There wasn't a twist. It was just actually what they were saying was happening.
The twist is kind of the fact that it is a
The
pretty
twist is the
straightforward
truth.
movie.
Yeah.
The twist is that you kind of agree with the one husband in the movie who's like thinking it's bullshit, and then by
Yeah.
the end of it, you're like, oh fuck.
Oh, it's not.
And man, the kind of like apocalypse scenes in that movie, I guess spoiler alert, I don't know, are some of the most.
It's not even in theaters anymore, so I think we're
true.
good.
Some of the more like visceral kind
Yeah.
of like apocalypse
Oh,
styles.
yeah.
The plane shit, like with the planes falling, awful.
Yeah.
It was awful in a good way. It's fantastic.
Well, I mean, I think was a lot of times you'll see like, oh, we can glide. The reality is those fucking things are heavy, and the only reason they're up is because of a computer.
Yeah, I do.
So people start dying. That shit is dropping like a rock.
That kind of shit always cracks me up to watch. My dad's an airline mechanic.
Yeah.
And if an airplane shows up in a movie, and you better believe he's about to have a problem with how it's portrayed.
Or like the Star Wars movie when they added the explosion noise, and you're like, it's a vacuum.
It's fine, but you know what? Rule of cool.
Yeah.
So were you thinking of William Hurt? Died?
No,
Okay.
no.
I spent all that time looking up for that.
Yeah, I don't know. I sincerely thought Donald Sutherland had passed away. I apologize, Donald Sutherland.
And
I'll
then we
tweet
saw,
at you to say that.
And then we saw 65. on
Okay, let's
Monday.
talk about 65.
Yeah.
So, the story goes, blah, 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 65 million years ago, an asteroid hit the Earth and killed every piece of life. And then an amoeba crawled out of the desolation and created man, right? Whatever.
Sure.
Hey, please.
I just want to know why.
You like the voice?
I want to know why Adam Driver and the girl in that movie are humans.
Yeah. But
And then
they're
they
not
go to
humans.
Earth like 65 million.
They're aliens,
Yeah,
'cause
they're
humans don't
aliens, but they
exist.
look and sound and act exactly like humans.
Well, so does Superman.
Okay. Well, Superman has powers though, Adam Driver spent
Maybe he
an hour
does,
and a
and
half
he
getting his
doesn't
ass
know.
kicked by dinosaurs.
That's true. Okay, so the concept of the movie is that before humans existed, an alien race that looked like humans crash landed on.
Yeah, they have
The
like an
Earth.
expansive civilization.
Okay. I think the first thing I said to you after the movie was over was that this was an A and a B movie.
Yeah,
Which means that it was I need to get from point A to point B, and that was the movie.
Yeah,
there was they tried to have this whole family storyline, and it was just she's sick, boom, spoiler alert.
It's an absolute. This will sound bad, but it's an absolute no thoughts head empty movie.
Yeah.
But in a good way. It was fun.
Well, what else did I say? I said I think it was the white version of After Earth.
Yeah,
It felt to me like the exact same movie.
it was just it was after
With
without
Adam
Will Smith.
Driver and a
Yeah.
girl versus Will Smith and his son.
Yeah, thank
It
God.
That's also an M. Night movie, isn't it?
After Earth is, yeah.
Yeah. I didn't hate After Earth though. I didn't love this movie. I didn't hate it, right?
No.
I kept wanting Adam Driver to be a Jedi, right?
Yeah. There was a lot of moments where I was like, just whip it out,
use
Kylo.
the Force, yeah.
Come on.
The little girl felt, I think I mentioned, she reminded me a lot of the little girl from Logan.
Yeah, yeah.
She wasn't terrible, right?
No.
I think that if put her in the right role, and I think she'd be fine.
Yeah.
The thing that's weird is Adam Driver's been very specific about the movies that he's picked up to this
Yeah.
point. Like A Marriage Story, all of these things. And
White
then
noise.
this piece of shit. And
Yeah, it seems like a weird choice for him.
yeah.
I mean, listen, if he was like, I just want to punch dinosaurs. For
Well,
an hour
and
a
we
half.
talked a little bit about this, and I'll bring it back up, but every once in a while, there's an actor that will make a piece of shit just to make a paycheck
Sure.
so that they can then make the project that they want to do.
Yeah.
So I'll be interested to see the next 2 to 3 movies that Adam Driver does, if any of them are passion projects that
Yeah.
he took a movie like this to do. I mean, it's very clear. I knew from the beginning what was going to happen when they
Yeah.
said that humans weren't on the earth yet, right? I knew immediately what was going to happen.
Yeah.
Every one of you watching this or listening to this podcast right now know exactly what's going to happen in
Yeah,
this
you
movie.
can't really spoil this movie
Yeah.
because the like onus of the plot is they get hit by the fucking asteroid
Yeah.
that hits the Earth.
And they just escape.
Yeah.
I mean, it's predictable. It didn't look bad. Like, the visual effects were great. I don't have
Yeah.
any complaints around
It was
that.
some of the there was real dinosaur, not real,
Like
but
animatronic.
there was historically accurate dinosaurs,
Yeah.
I guess. And then there was fantasy dinosaurs,
Yeah.
like halfway through they get jumped by these ones that
The
are
lizards that
super
are
long and have
crawling.
6 legs, and it's
Yeah,
what?
those
Why
are
the fuck did
actually
you include?
dinosaurs.
No, they're not.
Yeah, they are.
That's a real dinosaur.
Yeah.
It looked terrible.
Yeah. No, that's based on recent discoveries.
Those looked so bad that I thought they had to be someone's brainchild.
Yeah. No, they almost looked like humans crawling like dinosaurs.
Ugh.
Yeah. No,
Okay.
when they announced that they found that dinosaur, I thought it was interesting because it used its front legs
Yeah.
similar to arms.
Okay.
So-
So some of the CG wasn't great.
See, and I didn't have a problem with it.
Okay.
I thought it was
Yeah.
I think the best part of the movie was when the little girl got grabbed off of the rock and pulled away. Like, it's
Oh,
the
yeah.
only part of the movie that built any sort of
It was
tension.
kind of tense, yeah.
Adam Driver, I feel like he and Keanu Reeves went to the same acting school in this movie.
Sure.
Like, I've seen some clips of John Wick 4, and it's bad. Like, his acting in this, my ass is killing me. From this stool, my ass is killing
I
me.
offered to let you sit on my
No, it's
jacket
fine.
like an
It's
old
fine.
man earlier.
I will buy a round pillow and bring it to me. with me
Sorry, I
next
was
time.
gonna hand make one. And,
No, it's fine. It's fine. Your llama didn't provide you with the wool,
I
so
don't feel like Chris was holding your ass up.
Yeah, Chris. I want it to be hands, just hands.
Just
so
your
that-
hands.
caressing.
Yes.
Get like a
Let's make
clay
a
mold.
plaster mold of your hands and then knit gloves around it and fill it
Can
with
you
stuffing.
can you make like a silicone mold
Yeah.
of your hand?
Sorry, this beautiful set. Chris handmade the table and the stools are very cool, but they are not optimal.
They could be better.
This beautiful set that producer Chris handmade, and Tony's over here like, my ass hurts.
No. Everything about it is fantastic, but my ass hurts.
My thighs are going numb.
Yes.
It is strange.
My hemorrhoids are acting up.
My sciatica.
Because it's got some shape to it, but yeah, they aren't the most comfortable.
It feels great on my
Make them
ass.
better.
But it's fine. I'm sorry.
The top was.
I don't know.
You're right. You're right. I'm not
You're not actually
perfect. I
complaining that
try.
much.
For a long
I try
period
so
of
hard
time,
for you,
my
Tony.
old ass, it hurts. So,
I just want you to approve.
that
of
said, 65, it was, I don't want to say it was terrible.
No.
I will say it was predictable. It was very linear.
Yeah.
Like I went in wanting to see video game reference, Turok the Dinosaur Hunter,
Sure.
and we did not get it.
Yeah, it was like Last of Us Light and Turok Light at the same time.
It was After Earth with different actors.
Also that, yeah.
Yeah. Oh, only it should have been called Before Earth.
Oh,
Yeah. Right?
Do it.
I know. References.
I gave it a 3. It's the perfect example of like a 3 out of 5 movie. It's not bad. It's certainly watchable.
Oh, I no, it's 2.
think it's 2?
Easy 2. I'm
I'll
not
give-
going to go
you
as
know
low as 1. It wasn't a piece of shit.
2.5. We'll split the.
I mean, I'm all about the compromise. I'll meet you in the middle at a 2.5.
What?
Yeah. So, okay. So, in the essence of time, we will be live streaming in a couple weeks The Last of Us.
Yes.
I have watched one episode of the series. You finished it, right?
I haven't quite finished the last episode of it
Okay.
yet, but I mean, I played the game, so I know
Right.
how it ends.
I have not played the game. I own the game. So the plan is for me to play, Blaha to make fun of me while I play.
Yes.
And then to discuss episode 1, 2, 3, blah, blah, blah. So kind of a live stream, but then also probably we'll have the audio recorded and release that as a podcast. So yeah, that's coming up. Our YouTube channel, we're trying to decide what we want to do with that. Do we want to continue to live stream? Do we want to switch to a different channel that we have available to us? So there may be some changes coming. We appreciate every one of you that came to watch the live show tonight.
You're all
Emily from
beautiful.
Great Clips, I saw that you followed us. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
Love
Emily,
the
for
haircut. Did a great job. Efficient. She was in and out in like 20 minutes.
You know what we should?
And
have?
we talked too. Like, you know, when you talk and it seems like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to stop cutting your hair and have a conversation with you. She did a great job.
We should have Emily from Great Clips cut our hair while we talk about movies.
I do want to say one other thing. Pup and the Pepper. Pup
Yes.
and the Pepper, right?
Yeah.
We will have some more sauce. I don't think Blaha's ever had it, so I
haven't,
have
and
some
I'm
more
looking
on the
forward
way.
to it.
Congratulations on your countrywide expansion. I think they said 26 different stores now
Oh wow,
across the United States.
that's awesome.
Congratulations. The sauce is exceptional. They put a post up on TikTok the other night making a pizza using Eleanor's everything sauce.
That's the one
as
you were
the
telling
pizza
me
sauce.
about, and I want to try it.
As someone who eats cold pizza with poured Eleanor, I'm telling you guys right now, I don't care if you're drunk. I don't care if you're sober. I don't care if you're high. There is nothing better than cold pizza, Eleanor's everything sauce, insert into mouth. Delicious.
I will eat it on
I'm
stream.
telling you, it's so good.
I will ASMR the shit out of
Yeah,
that sauce. 'cause
and
it
I will take
sounds
my headphones out of my ears
fantastic.
because I will want to throttle you about the head and neck if you do that.
I hate that shit too. Don't worry.
Okay, so thank you for coming. Again, Popcorn Tribunal. Follow us on Instagram. Emily, I saw you do that too. Mom, Dad, Blaha.
Yeah.
Thank
If
you.
you're- if I find out
Wendy,
they're not
Tyler,
still here.
Judy, JC, whoever else is here, thank you so much. And
I think
the
Molly
audio
might be
for
here.
this.
Molly, if you're still here.
Oh, yeah, I forgot Molly. I'm sorry. He
How
said
dare
you
you.
were doing Sim stuff, so I wasn't sure you would be here. Love you all. Thanks for coming. And this has been Popcorn Tribunal. That's Blaha. I'm Tony. That's Chris. Camera
Ew.
switch. Did we switch the camera?
Yeah, we did.
Awesome. And thank you, Chris, for working so fucking hard to get this up. I
Tirelessly.
appreciate it. Make
best.
sure you
So
visit
tired.
coffeedudescoffee.com. I think you just started a club.
No, the subscription service has been up for a while. Yeah, get coffee. Get it now.
Get coffee. It's delicious coffee.
Start a
It'll
coffee
keep
club.
you awake.
Wendy,
Godzilla.
if you're in the chat, can vouch for that. She just likes to smell it. But yeah, so thank you, everyone. And we will see you next time. I'm going on spring break, so we will probably not release another episode for a couple weeks. But
I'm gonna just come in here by myself and talk.
Yeah.
talk to people. Actually, you can live stream whenever you want. So
That's true. I was gonna say I don't know how to get here from my home.
yeah,
so.
that's cool. I'm sure you can text Chris. Oh wait, he told me not to give you his phone number. So
I'll be out of town next week.
Kidding. Yeah, where are you going?
We'll both be in Florida, I believe, right?
Are you going to Florida
I am.
next week?
Monday, flying out.
Yeah, see, I'm not leaving till Friday.
Which one of you's
Gotcha.
taking me to Disney World so I can?
We're
go
not
Galaxy's
going to
Edge
Disney.
finally?
I'm going this fall.
Disney would have cost twice as much.
Okay, but which one of you's taking me to Galaxy's Edge though?
Not me.
It's a movie podcast. Star Wars is a
That's
movie.
fine. Harry Potter was a movie.
Fuck Harry Potter.
And on
Speaking
that
of
note-
which, on that note, Steven Spielberg.
Yeah, you
the
know what?
Fablemans suck.
Hold on, I'll say Steven Spielberg, fuck you, and J.K. Rowling, fuck you too.
And this is
Wow.
our last stream.
Yeah, we've
We're not in
officially,
English, you
we've
can't sue
officially
me.
become a movie haters podcast. So awesome. Well, thanks, guys. Have a great night, and we will see you later.
No end music unless I play it manually.
Do it. Do
Play
it.
it manually, my friend.
Oh, let's see here.
Do it. Work harder. Well, quick, Tony, let's vamp. Who do you like better, Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme?
Did he pick up a
He
guitar?
did. He did. Answer me now. Steven Seagal or Jean-Claude Van Damme? There's only one right answer.
Jean-Claude Van Damme.
Absolutely.
JCVD 100%. High five.
Beautiful.
Was that our ending music? I hope the camera's on him while he's playing that.
I hope it's not on the two of us just smiling like
I gotta be honest with you, I did not know he could play the guitar that well.
he plays the opening.
I did not know that he could just pull up a guitar and
He's a bard.
throw a coin, toss a coin to your Witcher. I don't know, what are we doing here?
I don't know, man.
End music.
Yes, but are you showing you or us?
That was me.
Okay,
Oh,
good.
good. Thank God. Let's see. We're gonna
All right,
start.
bye
stripping down.
guys. Love you. And live stream now. Liquid Death, you missed out.
Yeah. Fuck you, Joe Manganiello. Just kidding. You're great.
End scene.
And scene.
Fantastic.